Afternoon, it's Sunday, would you believe? Nearly 3 o'clock. Max power van's over there. Done a few extra things to it. I need to go and check the window, just shut, it started to rain, one sec. Yeah, windows are shut, needs a wash, but gotta do some interior cleaning on it as well because got some RS2000 seats. They're a bit messy because they've been in storage, you know. But I've got, what else have I got left to do? Got to try and find the fucking aircon switch. It's either in the back there or in the 4-door. Trying to find that fucker. Just the middle switch that goes in there. Can't find the bastard. Don't know, son. Just doing my cup of tea. Sorry about that. My pal's come and just told my son to make him a cup of tea. But yeah, needs a good scrub. They've been in storage, that's all. But yeah, how much better is that? RS2000 seats. So, got Piers coming Tuesday to do the standalone ignition relay for the fuel pump. So let's get in now because it's fucking raining. So yeah, I did loads on that yesterday, but I can't fucking. I should record stuff, man. Do you know what I mean? I was on that all day, you know, trims and fucking this and that and the other. But yeah, my day today wasn't planned. It's gone to shit a bit. I'll show you why. Basically, look, my van's back on the ramp because my auxiliary belt came off and basically my alternator is seized, it's shagged. I got a shagged alternator. It dries any, well, it was seized, it's loosened off now. Must have to give it a knock, but my alternator's shagged. So, with that seizing, threw the belt off, but before the belt went off, it caught the power steering pump and snapped the bolts in the sump. Do you remember I had the NA sump, not the turbo sump? Sorry, the turbo sump, not the NA sump, but I've got NA auxiliaries on here. And I only had 2 bolt holes. Well, it wasn't man enough, and one of them snapped, and the other one came loose. There should be 2 more bolt holes at the top there. If you look at this one, look, 2 at the bottom, 2 at the top. That's for the power steering pump of the NA car. Obviously no aircon, things like that. So, to change the sump, it's a gearbox off job. Look at that. On a fucking Sunday. Who needs this shit? I don't. Well, yeah, I thought this morning I'll just swap sumps and then I was like, fuck me, gearbox has got to come off. So yeah, gearbox off, sump off. I've scrubbed that one, nice and clean. That one's going to go on now. We'll put some sealant on. There's an original rubber gasket on there anyway, but just to make sure I've got no leaks. Then it's flywheel back on, clutch on, gearbox back on. My lad's over there now making me a cup of tea, and my pal Liam's coming around in a minute. So, Liam was here yesterday because remember his head gasket went. He was getting it repaired, and the garage repairing it said he needed a timing belt cover, timing chain cover, because he's cracked. He couldn't get one for love nor money anywhere, and I gave him the one off this engine. I got a brand new one there, but the one I took off's mint, just OCD, building a new engine. I have new covers, new everything. So I gave him that, got him out the shit. So, and he popped round with my sump this morning because I scrapped some engines and he had this, and I did ask him to take it off for me, which I forgot about. So today I was going to take the sump off that. And yesterday Liam's like, no, Kev, I've still got the sump that you asked me for. I was like, brilliant, and he dropped that off this morning before I was even out of bed. So, brilliant. So I'm going to put that sump on now and crack on, get the box back on. What an absolute ball ache of a Sunday. Eh? Sundays, taking gearboxes off fucking escort vans. And Saturdays were spent on Mark's escort van. But we're getting there, we're getting somewhere. Right, see you in a bit. Forgot to do my fucking crank seal up, didn't I? Behind the flywheel, man. Look at that. Morning. This is back in here just for a last check over. Some trim bits to sort out. And try and find that fucking switch. But yeah, seats are in. Just want to go over the trim. Obviously tomorrow, Pierce is going to come and do that relay for me. Now, I got a set of coilovers for the front that I can put on the front of this, but looking at it on this suspension, the suspension that's on it is the suspension that was on the 4-door, and it sits quite well. And I've just come down my drive and caught the splitter coming round here. I've caught the splitter, so I'm going to say to Mark, I think you should leave, because basically if I lower the front, it makes because the back's not being lowered, it just makes the front dig in a bit more. So I'll have a chat to Mark. I don't think we should lower the front at this stage. I think we should lower the front if we lower the back, and if we lower the back, it needs to be stiffened up. So I think I'm going to hold off on lowering the front at this stage, just because it's just going to dig in. Because when you lower the van, front and back, it comes down like that, but it's already sitting quite like that. But if you lower the front only, it comes down like that and creates a bit of a shovel into the ground. You want, because it's only on 17s as well, so it's not sitting proud enough off the floor. I think that'll create a massive hazard lower in the front of this. I think it'll make it undrivable. So me personally, I'm not going to fit the coilovers. I think if he wants the coilovers putting on, if he wants to buy them, he can have the rear lowered as well. But because the arches are like that thick on the back, when we lower the rear, he'll need some like really change the struts to some gas golds like I got, so it stiffens it up, and maybe put some stiffer leaf springs on it as well, just because of those arches. Double up the leaf springs, some nice gas golds, and then lower the front as well. And you can put gas golds on the front and back then, can't you? Yeah, so that's where we're at. I'm going to leave that now. Today, I'll tell you what I did yesterday. I'm not sure what I filmed, but fuck me, what a nightmare. My van, back up and running, dirty, covered in fucking handprints and oil and everything. Basically, I think I showed you how to drop the sump off to gain access to 4 bolts that hold the main oil seal on the crank end. Well, I'd stripped it, I got the sump off, I'd just put the sump back on, I had the 4 bolts in my hand, and my friend Liam turned up with his Ranger. He's having issues, so it needed bleeding, the water system, so we bled it, but then he pulled away, he parked it up just for a few minutes, went back to it, and it had hydro locked. So he'd come back, rolled it back down to the workshop, dropped the injectors out, put the injectors back in, got it running, and I think it's been misdiagnosed because I think it's his EGR that's cracked or something. So I told him to change his EGR because he's just had a gasket done. I don't think there was anything wrong with it. I think it's his EGR. Well, anyway, because of that, I went straight back to this, put the flywheel on, clutch on, box on, finished it, drove it out, drove it up here, down the road, back, and I don't know if you can see. Look at that. Oil. That oil was all the way. And when I reversed into there, I saw the oil spillage, oil slick. Fuck me. Basically what I'd done, forgot to put those 4 bolts back on my main oil seal, on the main crank oil seal. So at 6:45 at night, I ended up dropping the gearbox back off, cleaning up this fucking oil slick that was everywhere, oil inside the gearbox. Thankfully it hadn't contaminated the clutch. But yeah, fucking oil everywhere. So I've had a good clean up. Back together again, with all the bolts on, and it's fine now. So yeah, and I've got no more squeak. It doesn't squeak anymore. The window open. See if she'll start up first go. Look at that. That's the first time since owning and running this van that no oil squeak. No oil squeak. No fucking squeak from the power steering, pump, alternator, auxiliary valve. I've had a fucking squealing non-stop since I built it. So basically I've changed everything. I even fucking took the brand new belt off, put an old belt on just to make sure. And yeah, got no more squealing. So all that because of an alternator seizing. Fucked me up. Box was off twice in one day. Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, I'm knackered. So I've got to take the back wheels off this. This needs 2 tyres on the back. Failed MOT. 2 tyres. I've got to change. My son's car, he uses it for work. he's a fucking tramp, so it's a bit of a mess. He's a builder. Seatbelt buckle on the back, got to try and bodge a escort one in or something. One of the rear discs is binding, so sort this out in a bit. Sort that out, and then tomorrow wiring. I'll give it a clean out, and that should be finished tomorrow. Should be finished. Oh, see you in a bit. Morning. Or afternoon now. Look at that ass. Oof. So accessible, Pierce. Don't move. Say hello.
Oh yeah, right.
He's the main man himself. He's come to do a standalone wiring loom for me today for Mark's fuel pump loom. Yeah, so he's doing ignition off to a relay to a standalone live. Yeah, so it'd be nice and wow, fucking, it's not going to be a fire hazard like the wiring we removed from the van. Do you know what I mean? And that's it then. Flat out today. Got my son's car on the ramp. I'm waiting for tyres to arrive still. They should have been here yesterday afternoon. It's now today afternoon and they're not here. So I'm waiting on tyres. As you can see, I took those blanks out. I was going to fit some lights, but the way the wings are moulded, the lights need sealing in again, like those blanks were sealed in. Well, I said to Mark, before I seal them in, basically the body shop that tinted his back lights should tint the front lights and then seal them in. So I think he'll get, I think it's a local body shop, is it? It sorts Mark's stuff out. So I think that's what they're going to do, but pretty much run out of time on this van now. Mark messaged me yesterday and said, what's the door cards like in the van? I was like, I don't know, they were like the door cards that you got with you. He's like, no, I thought he was putting electric windows in it. I was like, no, we didn't discuss that. So it's a bit late in the day now because Mark wants to come here at 10 o'clock on Thursday morning. It's now Tuesday afternoon. That leaves a day. Now, in a day, I'd need to strip the four-door, take the loom out for the electric windows, take the seats out of this, take the carpet out of this, take the door cards off this, drill out the doors on this because they'll be riveted in on this and bolted in on that. Then you have to, it's just an absolute pile of work to do. It's not, you'd be lucky if you got it done in a long day. One man doing the electric windows, so that won't be happening before Mark gets it back. Like I said, communication. I don't recall Mark asking for the electric windows to go in. It wouldn't be ready if it wouldn't be ready for when Mark wants it Thursday. Plus, it goes over what Mark wants to spend as well. So for now, it's got the manual windows, but it has got the new dashboard, the air, it's got everything in the car. Like I said, I decided not to put front coilovers on it because of the height the bumper is anyway. So instead of coilovers, I had those blanks in, sorted them out some side lights instead of coilovers. So yeah, but the side lights I think should be tinted and then sealed in. Just the way the wings are, they don't lend themselves very well to these lights. So, and those things, the blanks that was on there were sealed in anyway. Yeah. This morning, whilst Pierce has been doing his thing, I had to sort Dave out. Dave needed a wash. So the Evans keep opening up on me, man. So I've given Dave a wash. Outside's done. I'm going to do the inside in a bit. So I'll start sorting the inside of the mats out of Dave. I gave the van a wash. And I gave my Ranger a wash. I had the Ranger ticking over today whilst I was washing it, and it's not that. I think I might start driving it again until I change the engine. Do you know what I mean? Enjoy it because it's just doing me head in sitting there. It's tax time eating short. Do you know what I mean? Engine's not going to bang. It's just got a bit of piss and slap, so I'm going to drive it. So van's washed. Yeah, it's good on there. Yeah. 4 that won't be here for much longer neither. So. Just a horrible day. Absolutely horrible day today. So yeah. Right, see you in a bit. Morning. Daisy. Wednesday today. Give this a wipe over, polish and clean up inside. So seats like new. All mint. Look at that. All nice and tidy inside. Look. So ready for Mark to collect tomorrow. So there we go. Looks mint, doesn't it? So it's had a wash outside as well. Needs another hose off because obviously mud on the floor and stuff. But yeah, man, I'm happy with that. So Mark will be coming to collect it tomorrow. I'll see if he wants to jump on film. Do you remember what I said about those side lights not fitting them? Because he's going to get Supreme Paintworks, I think it is, to tint them and then seal them in as the other blanks were sealed in. Like I said, the wings don't lend themselves perfectly to the lights, so yeah, best to be sealed in, but get them tinted first. Yeah, that's the van all done. It's got a little knock on the exhaust when you're driving it, but there's nothing you can do about that. It needs brand new rubber hangers. I haven't got any left in stock here, so it's just vibrating a bit, the exhaust. Like I said, I haven't test drove it on the roads, I just drive it around the yards and that. And yeah, all I can see is the exhaust is rattling a bit, that's it. But it needs brand new rubbers, all the rubber hangers are tired. So again, ran out of time. So all done for tomorrow, all clean, tidy. I'll park it up there now, and I'll show you actually the wiring loom that Pierce did. It's absolutely mint. One sec. Here you go, that's our loom. Comes up through there, grommet in the metal, look, all sheathed off wiring. It's down here, 1 second, it's down here, up through the inner wing. Up here, look, nice and tidy. Look at that, look, mint, nice and tidy, and the fuse is in here. Look how nice and tidy that is. Fuse is in standard fuse location. So Mark ever needs to check the fuse for the fuel pump relay. There it is. It's 30 amp fuse, I think it was. There. Live, earth to body, fuse. Absolutely mint. So that's the motor. I can't think there's anything else to check or to do at the moment. And that's done. Oh, see you in a bit. Well, just driven down to JM Details and back, and the test drive proves the exhaust is too small. We've got exhaust fumes coming out of here, basically, so it's not within Mark's budget at the minute to have an exhaust made. So we've got exhaust fumes coming out of the manifold to downpipe gasket here. What can you do? Yeah, and one fault that's come back, and I don't know why, which I've got to try and find the issue for now. My fucking temperature gauge has stopped working again. It's gone straight up to the top. Look, I started on. So, and this time it's created a battery light with it. So we've got a battery light and temperature gauge through the roof, and I don't know why. I've just looked, everything's connected. Like I said, it was fine on the way to JM Details. But coming home from JM Details, it doesn't want to work, and the battery light's on. Why is that then? I can't figure out why. So I'm doing a bit of head scratching now. But I've only got today because I've got other stuff I'm supposed to be doing, but Mark's coming to get it tomorrow, so I'll try and figure that out. Well, just like yesterday, I'm being battered by the weather, but look at that, blue skies, look. Hardly any clouds, and it just keeps pissing down on me, man. But I did a bit of research, and I found an old thread from 2011 on the internet, on the Googles. Yeah, this connector, pissing in the wind, because that's for a different setup apparently, but it's there. So that's your fan switch. And then I found a thread which says there was a red and white wire to a blue and white wire connection in here, which is this one to this one. And I tell you what, that took some getting apart. I had to break it apart. And basically some lad, his car was fine, then he had a clutch fitted, and he thinks that when the mechanic put it back together, he thinks the mechanic assumed that he'd pulled these apart, so he put them together and he put a battery light on the dash. So I've just pulled them apart, and I know they weren't supposed to be together because it took some breaking apart. Battery light's gone out, and then that was his issue fixed. That's my issue fixed. The temperature sensor, he says when he was at the scrapyard and he picked a few things up, he picked a sender up, and that's his problem. So I think we've got a faulty sender here, temperature sender. So this is the temperature sensor here. So I haven't got another one of these inline pipe one, because I don't piss about with Z-Tex as a rule. So Mark will have to pick one of these up. So it's just running the temperature gauge. It worked, and then it's not working, so I'm guessing there's some corrosion in there and stuff. some shit on the pipe probably. So yeah, so it needs a temperature sensor. That's it. I've checked everything, so put that back together. And it'll be the exhaust, yeah, I told you earlier, I've messaged Mark, told him the exhaust is way too small, so basically you're restricting the flow. But it is what it is. That exhaust wouldn't go on this because it's a van. It needs a custom exhaust making. So if Mark just takes it easy driving it, don't rag it, and then gets in a custom exhaust made, because I think he's going to get one anyway. But not yet. I don't think he's got the funds yet to get one made now. So yeah, nice brand new air filter in there. Look. Oof. Yeah, so get this back together. Job done. See you in a bit. Morning. Down at JM Details, look. That dickhead over there. Oh, got another dickhead there, look.
Hello.
Say morning, Tig.
Morning.
There you go. That's not morning, Tig. Say morning, Tig.
Morning, dickhead.
Morning. She's hard work, look. We're here to fuck about with this, look. Jay's, is this series 2? Well, it's Mark 4. Yeah. So, brought some sheet metal down with me. Brought a bit of my kit, some grinding stuff and whatnot. Let's have a look. Just having a look at Jay's little MIG welder. It seems to be penetrating okay. So I've got to tidy this bit up here. Cut that off. What else? Let's have a look. Jason asked Jay to look at this front crash member, but to be honest, I think that should be lineage back and filled, man. It's like triple skinned, so taking the first skin off there would be an absolute pain in the arse. But I'll have a look in a bit. I'll clean it back with a grinder. I'll have a look how bad it is. So was that. I think he wanted to get rid of this. I'll check. Did he want to get rid of this, Tig? Did he want to get rid of this aerial hole? Was that one of the jobs? I'll ask Jay. Can't remember. And then this side, we've got a bit of crap here. And then we've got another bit of crap here, look. So we'll get rid of that bit. Get rid of that bit. This bit will be a little bit harder because it's got a little kick up in there. And he wanted to have a look at the arch, but I'll have a look, but that might just be a flattened fill job, like, because I haven't got an arch, another new arch to put in there, like. So, well, see you in a bit. There we go. I've got the rot out of there and the rot out of there. Put like a 6-inch piece there, like a 2-inch piece in there. Got rid of the aerial hole in there. I think that's me for today. Yeah, I've got to get back because I've sort of dogs and got somebody coming. So there's a bit more linition needs to be done on that. A little bit in the corner there. But I just run out of time. What time is it now? It's like 4:15. Yeah, man's got to shoot off because I've got somebody coming. But that's it for today. So I've done that one, that one, that one, that one. Like I said, a little bit more linition off to be done. And that'll be done. See you in a bit. Yeah, guess where we are? Well, Mark's been to get his van this morning. He's brought his pal Lee, thank fuck, because he's got a lift home. And it's my son. And there's the van, look. How many miles you done? It's about 20, isn't it? Yeah, it's 20 miles. He's done 20 miles. And then the van has got choked up. No power to go uphill. He's left it 10 minutes and it's fine again. So I told it is the exhaust. Basically, it's choking itself on the exhaust, man. So there's like boxes in there and they're just getting that full of shit because it's got nowhere to go. So the exhaust is not escaping. So, but what we'll do whilst it's here, we'll get it back, do the exhaust, and we'll do these fucking lights whilst it's here as well. We'll get them tinted and sealed in. Get JM Details seal them in. So building exhaust. So yeah, here's the man himself, Mark from Max Power.
These things happen. These things happen.
Yeah, well, I did tell you the exhaust was fucking shit, didn't I? I did warn him. But
It was a nice little 9-hour road trip.
Yeah, he's done a day out today, like, because I only put 8 miles on the thing. I can't be putting an hour on it. Do you know what I mean? But I did advise the exhaust was shit, and it was. How did I describe it to you? Yeah, like throttling someone, I said. So, well, I did describe it a bit better than that. So, but he's got a lovely E61 to go home in. Lee's E61. Oh no, that's your E61 now, isn't it?
Yeah.
You brought it off Lee.
Yeah.
So he's got a look at that. You know I love an E61. So I've had to drag the trailer out on my Ranger with the old piston slap. So we'll get that in and we'll get it back tomorrow, and then I'll get around to doing the exhaust on it now. Oh, see you in a bit. Red Escort. Red Escort. Oh, bit pink, but still red. Red Escort. Red Escort. It's a fucking Red Escort. Oh, it's Saturday. Done the other ABS sensor on the Ranger. Didn't show you me doing it because it's a pretty fucking boring job. All scrap. The scrap bin. But look what's here again. The van. I've either already shown you me going to collect it with Mark, or I'm going to insert it after, I can't tell. I apologise for last week's video. The editing went awry and things weren't in the right order. One sec, got a train. Yeah, things weren't in the right order, so Paul told me to have a look at it, and I looked. It's too late. Once you've uploaded it to YouTube, you can't go on and edit it. You either delete it and re-upload, which is annoying, or you just live with your fuck up. So I left it up there, so I apologise that things were back to front last week. This week, yeah, Mark come and collected the van today. He was supposed to collect it Thursday, but he had to cancel and he collected it today. I put 8 miles on it, test driving it. And do you remember me saying that the exhaust vapour was coming out the downpipe because the exhaust is too small? And it was something I said to Mark needed addressing. Pretty immediately as well. I thought if you took it steady, it'd be alright, but no, that diesel exhaust that's on there is like a pea shooter. And don't forget, it's had 20 plus years of diesel fumes going through it. It's probably clogged up full of crap. Now it's got a Z-Tech trying to blow its arsehole through the exhaust, do you know what I mean? And it's not man enough. And Mark made it about 20 mile from here. And then it didn't stall or anything, it just lost all its power, couldn't get up the hill, so Mark pulled over. After 10 minutes it cooled down, it started up and it was driving fine again. But again, he phoned me, I said, look mate, it's your exhaust, you're not going to be able to drive that. So I emptied the trailer, and Lee's Escort's out the trailer now getting wet for the first time since I collected it. I'll put that back in the trailer I think. But not today because it's absolutely pissing down. Heavens have opened up. So yeah, over the week I think I'll get the van in, get it on the exhaust, get it on the ramp, chop the exhaust off, and we'll order up some stainless steel and make a nice exhaust for Mark's van. Whilst it's here again now though, I might as well try and get the temperature sensor done, and we'll get the front lights tinted and get them in. And do something about this bumper as well, because when I reversed it out the trailer, the bumper fell off because it slightly caught the trailer, and it didn't catch, rubbed against the trailer, the ramp, and it just pulled the bumper off. And Mark said the reason the bumper's as bad as it is because it got smashed once, went back to the body shop and they repaired it, but they didn't repair it very well at all. So yeah, it's proper mullered, that bumper, so I'm going to try and get it ungone properly again. Yeah, that bumper needs really addressing badly, like so. But yeah, so the van needs doing. Using the Ranger again. On Monday, I'm going to take the cylinder head for the Ranger engine and get that skimmed. Still in the back of here at the minute. So I get the head skim for that. We'll get that built up. I'm deciding whether to do the engine myself, take the engine out myself or not. I'm thinking if I get it on here, and I take all 4 wheels off and I drop it, I should be able to get the Ranger low enough to the floor to use this engine hose to lift the engine out. I don't think it's that bad of a job getting it out if you can get the lift on it, you know. We shall see. I think I might, but I'm buying 5 new injectors anyway. I've ordered those, so I've got to pick those up in the week. That was like 1,300 quid for 5 brand new injectors. Yeah, maybe more than that. It's 1,200 plus VAT. So what's that, 120, 240, 1,340 quid for 5 injectors. But you might as well put 5 new ones in it because you can't test those. Well, you can test them and it tester says whether they're healthy or not, but it doesn't tell you if they'll die tomorrow. So they can't be serviced. So even though I've got 10 injectors, I'd rather have 5 brand new ones, you know. So I don't know what I filmed this week and what I haven't, man. So I'll have a look later, put a compilation together and see what if I got anything that's worth fucking sticking on the YouTube for this week, man. So yeah, right. See you later. If you like my videos, like, subscribe, press the follow button, press the little alarm and bell in the corner. Be much appreciated. Actually, before I go, I put a post up on Facebook the other day. I deleted a comment the other day about these lagers, man. I wasn't going to say anything, but somebody had an issue with me having lagers pulled up in the workshop. You should, if you're not happy with them, you should see what's in the fridge. That's what's on the floor. I don't drink. These lagers aren't for me. And even if I did drink, and I do drink in here, you know what I mean? Every now and again in the summer, I'll have a bottle of cider. But I'm not pissed working on vehicles, you know. Yeah, I don't come in here and get pissed and work on vehicles, man. Do you know what I mean? So, if you know, you know. Them lagers aren't for me. I pour those lagers into the ground. So that should be enough information for whoever's got a problem. Just shut your mouth, you know. Don't post silly comments on my YouTube again about building cars, pissed and this, that and the other. It's not appreciated. Anyway, rant over, man. See you later.